guys, welcome back to Chillin' and
Chismeando.
I'm Yaya.
And I'm B.
And we are on episode 8.
All right.
So let's get on episode 8, guys. We made it. I've already said this in the past that usually people stop at 7.
Yeah.
Just for, I guess, being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
They run out of like topics to talk about.
Yeah. Or people get busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. People get busy in their lives. Things happen. And we were this close.
Almost. Not
yeah.
But yeah, before we get on our, Chisme or whatever, what has anything crazy happened this week?
Nothing crazy. Just got to experience one of the things that I always say to Saul is like, oh, when I first came, I'm like a tourist, and I'm like, why don't people go to the beach? Why don't people go here? I don't understand. You guys live here, blah, 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 right? Now, 2 years in, I would be like, am I considered a resident? No, if you don't use GPS, then you're a resident, right? But I forgot like how beautiful San Diego is because you just kind of get into the mode of things.
Oh,
you're
you
working
became one
every
of
day.
us now.
Yeah. Now I sound annoying when I first came.
Now, when I go hang out with you, it's just like we go hang out, and then sometimes you just give me homebody vibes. Like I want to be home.
Oh, I'm a home. Yeah, I'm a house cat.
Yeah,
I'm an inside cat.
I'm a house cat.
But Thanksgiving for Christmas, my boyfriend's, I guess, sister-in-law, she kind of planned this whole Christmas picture family thing at Hotel Del Coronado.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it was so nice. It was so pretty. And then parking was crazy. And so I already knew that, but I told him, I don't care if we walk.
Let me ask you something. Knowing my boy, and as you can tell, once you live in San Diego, it changes the whole aspect of how you see San Diego. Was he annoyed?
Oh my God. So after I've learned him how to be, kind of like, if I start to see signs of him getting irritated or agitated, I know how to calm him down in a sense where I soothe him like a baby, I guess. So he's like, oh my God. Just starts complaining. So I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I don't mind if we park far. We walk every day. We can log in our hours. Let's enjoy the scenery.
Cool. Negative to a positive. Yeah. That's cool.
And so that kind of like immediately took like the pressure off of him. And we found parking far. Yeah. And then we walked along the
because that's the one thing I get annoyed, like the parking part. And I'm just kind of like,
yeah. No, if we weren't doing that walking challenge, so every week my sister started this challenge that we have to walk 7 miles a week, 1 mile a day. If you don't make your daily mile, you have to make it up, blah, blah, blah. So I've been conditioned to start walking more. So it was such a like easy thing. Like we didn't even phase us.
Cool.
We only walked 0.88. I already gave 0.88 miles.
Oh, so yeah. Just counting though.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'll put the map right here. But
good for you guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good for you.
So a lot of people though.
When are you guys getting those pictures or?
It was just the sister-in-law took it. That's it.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's still cool.
It's so cute. I think that means a lot. Like when a person that's not part of the family wants to do a family thing, I think that's a good person. Like that's somebody that really wants to be involved with the family. Part of the family. And this family really don't take pictures like that.
If you really think about it, your sister-in-law or she didn't need to do that.
She didn't. Yeah.
She didn't need to get everybody together and
coordinate.
But it's also cool because now those are memories, and I'm a big fan of memory. Yep. Like I love memories.
Her quote is, "Let's make a memory."
Yeah,
and I love it. I use it
for
now.
real.
It's
it really is. I'll probably get a shirt.
Oh my God,
let's make a memory. When I have an idea, I'm gonna be like, "B, look."
I'm like, okay, I have mine on as well. Like Superman, it's underneath her shirt.
But I congratulate her because again, she doesn't have to do that. She doesn't need to go beyond to do all those things.
And it's a lot of family. It's not just like a family of 3. It's like it's 8 kids, siblings, and then their family, and so it's like a lot to wrangle.
I would have to think like your guys' timing and like because everybody's doing their own lives now. Yeah. So for you to all get together in one spot, I feel like it can be chaotic.
It's a lot. And then she also provided food. Like she had a wagon decorated with Christmas lights.
Oh, she went all out and beyond.
I was like, hell yeah, I want chicken. Like, you know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we were all matching shirts, like flannel. Aww. That's another, like, it's such a cheesy thing, but I loved it. I had a good time. I love that.
That's good.
So
I'm happy for you guys.
Yep.
My Chisme. So I had a coworker who his name is Saul. Um, he threw a white elephant party.
Okay.
It was great. He told me to like come through. I was like, yeah. And then I wasn't gonna come through. I'm sorry if he hears this, but I wasn't gonna come through. But my mom was the one like, Mija, you work hard. You take care of your kid the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a little fun. So she was the one that pretty much kind of told me, go have fun.
When mama says do something,
I
it
feel
gives
like
you more like,
no,
okay, fine.
It gives me like, damn, I am doing my job as a mom, you
Yeah.
know, because for your own parent to be like, it's okay to have, and my mom's strict. Like my mom's like, get it together, you know, you need to make sure your child's first. You need to make sure your work ethic is good. You know, she's always been like, get on it.
Yeah.
There's no lack of laziness or none of that. So when she came up to me and told me that, it made me feel good because it's like, damn, I really don't go out. I really just continue to do my life the way I
You're
can.
like, to the car.
Yeah. Right. It really is. Like, it could either be work, to your house to get my lashes.
Yeah.
You know, my life ain't drastic. I mean, eventually it will be, I think. Right now, I think my son, he's just too small for me to be leaving him behind in certain places. So maybe when he's like 7, 8, or 10.
No, girl.
We'll see. But right now,
That's too long.
I just feel like he needs mama.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I had a great time. Just seeing everybody and getting to meet other people, it was just
Refreshing.
fantastic. Yeah, and then the Uno cards came in, and
Oh, wow.
I lose friendships in that game.
I don't even know how to play that game.
Oh my gosh, it is great. It is amazing.
It's amazing?
Yeah,
If you're good. If you're bad, not amazing.
I mean, it's pretty much because I'm over here suckering everybody. Yeah.
Oh, okay, she's an Uno master.
Yeah, I love Uno. I won a few games, so it was really good. And then I won a gift. I actually stole a couple presents. You know, that white elephant, how it goes.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I had a blast. I really did.
That's good.
So, yeah.
That's good. You work hard, party hard.
Yeah.
For sure. Unless you're a homebody. Then you sleep hard.
So, that's pretty much my chisme of the week. I don't think I have anything else. So I guess we can get started.
So today's topic is kind of like a recap of everything of when we started this podcast to the beginning, our favorite episode, our least favorite episode, all those things. So
Guys, me and B decided that we are going to go ahead and take a break. Not a break like we're
not
over
breaking
this.
up. We're not breaking up.
But she's going to Texas to go visit her family. And then Christmas, holidays, it just gets crazy.
It's family time.
Yeah.
It's family time right now.
So we both decided, like, we thought about bringing people in, but I just think that because we're still new, we're just gonna pause it. Why are we rushing?
Right.
So again, this episode, we are going to talk about our favorite episodes, our least favorite episodes, the beginning, what we've learned. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind closed doors that me and her, we'd be juggling. Sound guy be like, he's dropped certain things, and it's just chaotic. You guys don't see this, but she edits everything out. That that considers like bloopers.
There's so much behind the scenes stuff, but yeah, it's super funny.
So with that being said, B, what would have to be your favorite episode?
Okay, my most favorite.
Yeah, and we have 8. Well, this will consider being 8. So.
Yes, my favorite is definitely the what if episode.
I was just gonna say that.
I just feel like we were really like on a roll, and we were super excited. We finally got the kinks out. We finally got, like, you know what I mean, like the little things here and there, and I just that's when I actually made TikToks for that episode, and I would rewatch it and just laugh at myself. And so I was like, you just make yourself laugh.
You said
I'm like,
the what ifs, right?
Yeah, the what if
you
episode.
did make TikToks, and
like
they were really
shorts.
funny.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one because I think that episode we were vibing it off. We weren't so concentrated on like a script or whatever.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine would have to be Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
I just think that one was funny to me. I feel like the vibe was good. There was a lot of positive energy in that one.
Yeah.
Your face reactions crack me up. Like when I was asking you questions, you were like, "What?"
It's because like I'm a very visual. Like I start imagining. What is it? Imagining things, and I'm just like. Like you can, and I don't have a good poker face. I do not have a good poker face, so you'll see everything.
Oh my god! Sometimes I have to like stop myself from laughing because I'm over here like cracking so much. But I definitely love that episode. I think we had a lot of information on that one, and it just gave. That one was just my favorite, if I have to be quite honest.
Yeah. I think it's the questions because like we don't know, like, well, I mean, we know the questions, but then it's like they're so racy. We're like,
yeah,
why are you asking me?
Yeah, I know.
It was super fun. It was good to hear your answers too. Yeah. Like, okay, that really, like the Ronda Rousey one was still.
I know when you were like, I'm gonna have to go fight her. I was like, what? Wait 1 second. You're gonna get one good punch and then this bitch is gonna knock you out. Like,
I'm done. But you know what? I'll fight for love.
There you go. Hear that, Saul?
I will fight for love. He better fight for me. If The Rock comes and pinches pinches these cherries, then
he better do melons, it. But all right.
Well. The size fits.
Oh my gosh. What's your least?
I would say this last one.
The idea was great. I think it was, but we slipped up. We don't know what happened. We thought everything was under control on the second part, and it was just
I want to say like I'm myself too. I don't think I was 100% in it. I think it was more like, okay, let's just come up with an idea and then like. You know, and then even the editing part, like I was just not in it. I feel for real.
I think that one also, we had a lot of stuff going on that week. Yeah. And again, guys, like you guys see the episode, but we're still human beings. We still
the bills don't stop.
Yeah. You know, so we have to go to work. You have to go do your thing, your lash business. My son, like there's so many things that we're juggling that we try so hard. Don't forget about the podcast. You know? So it's hard. It's hard work.
It's a lot of behind the scenes that we don't see. You know, the episode comes out to 45 minutes to an hour, but it's like 8+ hours of work per week.
Yeah, and it's not just like B really gets on. So we have 2 little, what is it, SIM cards, and she puts them together, and she puts she has to put the audio together and the video precisely. It's not just like, let's all download it on the computer. And then like you got to cut everything. Like it's a whole process. That's time out of, you know, that's your time that you're doing. Yeah. So, and then again, things just happen. And so I do think that episode had potential. It's just we just have things going on.
Yeah. Who knows? We might do a remix.
Yeah. It was funny. I actually told her about this. Like, I think when we do have ladies night, when we have our 4 mics set up,
oh yeah, we're gonna bring all the ladies. Some of them on my lap.
right here, right here. We'll put the smallest one.
We'll just put a toy right here and they'll get on it. No, just kidding. All the ladies will come. But yeah, that was my least.
Your least favorite?
Yeah.
I think mine would have to be. I think Thanksgiving.
Let me see, which one was that one? Oh, the Thanksgiving vibes.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel like I had already had an off. I was already off. I wasn't having a good day that day. Yeah. So I feel like you can kind of see it. So when I see these episodes, I'm like, damn. I can tell like you're not 100% there. Like how you were saying on the last episode. Yeah. You know when you're 100, you're giving it your 100 and then you're not. And I felt like I wasn't really, I just kind of showed up. Like, here we go. Yeah. You know, so Thanksgiving wasn't my favorite. But yeah. What did you think of episode 1?
Oh, episode 1,
episode
man.
1, not 2.0.
Well, well, honestly, let's just say this. I got some feedback too from my family, and my family and my friends kind of watched a little bit later, so they caught up with the episodes, and they're like, episode 1, man. I couldn't hear you, B, and that's not like you. You're the loudest bitch in town. I'm like, thank you. I don't know, but like,
I don't know how I feel about that, but
but I mean, episode 1, I now appreciate it because that kind of shows us, like, you know how there's like a trend going out on TikTok. It's like everyone says, "Oh, I started from the bottom. Well, show us your bottom. Show us your bottom." That's our bottom.
No, that really is. Hopefully, when we do episode 100, we'll do like
like a little comparison.
The comparison of like how blurry that one was and how we couldn't hear you, and I'm all stiff. Like,
I know we were Oh my god,
you remember that day?
I remember. I was like, no. Before that, we were planning, and we're like, okay, you know, we got this. We're gonna say this. We're gonna do that. Blah, blah,
we got
blah.
it. Mm-hmm. We get on here,
and I'm like,
my hands are shaking, and
my kneecaps are like. I think I'm not standing. But honestly, like it was definitely a learning experience, and the reason why I really like that episode too is we were super excited.
Yeah,
we were at 100.
Yeah,
that was like, okay, let's this is what we want to do. It's fine. Like, let's do a test. Oh wait, we did do the test. No one has ever seen the test one. No. I think I still have it, but no, your girl was a little thicker.
No, we were not that great looking. Like.
Yeah. No. So, you know, I just loved how we were just so excited for that episode. Yeah. So even though there was a lot of negatives, there's something that we
learned from it, you know? Yeah. And that's what my family members and friends have told me. Like, we all know you guys are going to get better at it. Obviously, we knew that the first or second, you know, you guys weren't going to get it right away. Which, you know.
They knew? Who said that?
Yeah, still.
We knew you weren't going to be great.
Like, excuse me? You're not great.
Are you doing a podcast? No, just kidding.
Also, one last thing. I'll be taking a hiatus for a while.
Okay.
Oh, can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
So, guys, Sound Guy is actually...
going to Sound Guy school. He's gonna refine his skills so that way he can come back sharper than ever.
Yeah, there you go.
He's gonna be definitely
so it's gonna be some time, so put your applications in. It's literally not that hard to do this.
I don't know if we'll do that.
We won't accept any applications.
We won't accept any applications. So loyal. She's so like, no, we'll wait for you.
We'll wait. No, he's getting his skills sharpened, so I know he's gonna come back with the bang.
Yeah.
If not, we'll replace him with a robot.
There you go. Or you guys can get a remote.
Well, that's an option.
Yeah. But he's gonna take some time off, guys. He's gonna go to school, and he's gonna be back in a couple months.
Yeah. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss his input and his faces.
Yeah, because he really be throwing some reactions that you guys don't see, and then the things that he does, like, we're just like, what? Like, what are you doing? And his, like you said, his input. So
I look at him like my brother. He reminds me of my brother, and so whenever I say something, like, and he's all like,
he rolls his eyeballs, huh? Like,
he'll be like, and I'm like, and we're both like. So he definitely adds his own spice, and that's something that can't be replaced. No, it's true,
because I've had a couple viewers that say, like, you should get Sound Guy a mic. Like, he sounds hilarious. Yeah. I mean, we've done better. They heard you in the last episode. But again, he's taking off, so it sucks. But you know, better for you. And we know that when you come back, we're probably gonna end up figuring this out and be like, dude, we're gonna.
Get ready.
Yeah.
You have your own booth.
All right, well, I appreciate it. I think my favorite moment in this podcast was I think I crawled through the floor.
And we like did the whole editing part? Yeah.
I had to crawl under the camera to get to the door.
He was avoiding a moment.
Yeah, we were getting emotional and he just took off like,
girls, bitches.
But yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Wait, what's the worst episode? Like, what episode did you not enjoy?
The worst one was... I want to say the first two.
Yeah.
Combined, just because the audio.
Yeah, we were still trying to figure it out, and they were talking a lot of smack about you, like, Sound Guy, get it together.
And it wasn't even him.
No, it wasn't him. It was me. It was the editor. Can we talk about that? So
goodbye, guys. Welcome back. We'll talk to you later.
So as we thought it was him, but then it comes to realize,
and you know, we never really.
Yeah,
the truth.
I got thrown
we did it. We did it. We'll tell the truth right now. So I guess when you do like the audio, you have to, because there's two mics, there's two voices. So she has to drag
2 files.
Yes, 2 files. She has to drag 2 files. She was only dragging my file, so that's why you guys could hear me, not her.
Yeah.
So this whole time we were blaming Sound Guy, and he's over there stressing, like, I don't know what's going on.
This is an 8. This is a 10. Like the volume.
And then he would sit here for like 10 minutes on each mic, just testing it. Like, I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear hers. I don't know what's going on. And then we found out it was you.
It was me. Sorry. Oh well.
So
I'll edit this out. No one will still know.
yeah. So I also want to talk about like how we started it.
Yeah.
I know I've already mentioned this the first and second 2.0 episode, but there's more to it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. This is Chilling and Chismeando. First of all, when I start this story, I'm not here to make anyone feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
This is what happened. This is part of my life. So this is why I'm bringing this story up.
Mm-hmm.
So as you know, I feel like a broken record. Everybody knows that I wasn't doing so well.
Yeah.
I remember it was my girlfriend Giselle's birthday. I threw her birthday at my house, invited all the girls, and they came over. I was drinking, and I pretty much told them like we were just again
Chatting,
having
having a good time,
having a great time.
truly chilling and chismeando.
Yeah, truly. And I remember the gossip was just so good. Everybody was just like going back and forth, and I just sat there and I had a moment and I was like, we should start a podcast.
Yeah.
And everybody was looking at me.
They're like, bitch, you're drunk.
Yeah. And you know, some of them were like, yeah, babe, like if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. So I thought to myself, like, okay, that's really what I want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I really want to do it. How am I going to do it? How do I start? Thank God we have the internet. You know, I feel like you can pretty much do anything because we have access to the internet with all that.
Yeah.
So I pretty much typed in, I think I remember going on YouTube or TikTok, like, how do you start a podcast? I swear.
It's in your search.
Yeah. So you go in there and it tells you, like, you need this for beginners.
Yeah.
When we get better, obviously our stuff will upgrade, but this is what I started with. I actually was going to start it with one of my girlfriends. She was going to be part of the show.
Yeah.
But every time I gave her an idea, not that she wasn't in it or she wasn't involved. The show was going to be originally called the 90s Talk, or we also had like the Don't Judge Me podcast. And then the last one was Spill the Frijoles.
Yeah. Yeah.
But each one of them was taken.
yeah.
So that's why it never happened. So when I had mentioned it to her, she was pumped, but it wasn't like she was, I don't want to say she wasn't fully interested, but you can just tell the motivation
Yeah.
from people's, how do I say this?
Like you can just see like if the excitement, if it's there,
Yes.
if they're like really motivated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if she was truly motivated or not. But for me at that moment, this was something that I really wanted to do. And I'm at that point in my life where I can't rely on people. I can't wait for somebody,
Yeah.
you know, because if you got a goal, you got a dream, you're the one that wants it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Right. Yeah.
So when that had happened, I was getting a little frustrated because I wanted I guess for that homegirl, I wanted her to give me her ideals, her background, like what she thought about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not that she didn't, don't get me wrong, she didn't, but it was very short answered.
Yeah. You just didn't get that that same energy.
Right. And for me, like I was getting excited, but when I brought the idea to certain people, like they were just kind of like, yeah, that's cool. Like I feel like the idea wasn't, it wasn't like, oh, not that big of a deal. Like,
Right.
So then when I brought the idea to you, and honestly, I wasn't even looking. I just needed somebody's advice. And I know that you were already, back in the day, you were doing YouTube videos.
Yes. For makeup. Yes. I was doing tutorials. Look it up. Beauty with B. Subscribe.
Right here.
Subscribe and dust it off.
So that clicked in my head, and I think I just wanted someone to like the experience, or I'm sorry, that's me. Oh,
That was me.
That's my girl. Nah, just like, bitch, you talking about me? My ear hurts. It's ringing.
I know, right?
So when I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and hit up B. And I know I haven't hit you up in a minute.
Yeah. Well, the first thing you said was, I need to show somebody. Like, I want, like, she first showed me, like, or you first told me about it.
Yes.
And you're like, B, like, would you be interested to be a guest? I'm like, yeah, I'm here to support. Whatever you need me, and you send me the list of topics, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be a guest. No
and
worries.
then you also added some spice in it, like, oh, you should do this, you should do that.
I
and
gave
I was
you
like,
some.
oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
So then I took your like advice and I put it away in the list, and you know. When I would get stuck on the idea, I went back to you. So it wasn't just like the first time. It was like multiple times that I felt like,
right. We had a chain going of conversation of your idea, and I was just like, yeah, girl, do it. I was your cheerleader.
Yeah. And then I would just be like, B, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Like, what about the idea of this?
Yeah.
And I just remember you're like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? So like you were just giving me more motivation. And I don't know, I guess I was just hungry for it because I was like, yeah. Like, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And then when I told you, because I remember sending you the clip, Spill the Frijoles.
Oh, yeah.
And I sent it to you and you were like, that looks so good. Da, da, da. And then I got all upset. I was like, B, somebody already has that intro.
Oh, yeah, somebody has that name.
Yeah, and I told you, I was like, should I keep it? Should I not? Like, and you're like, no, you got to, I would change it. You can do what you want, but I would change it because, now it's another name. You're competing and they already have views and this and that.
And legally, if they have a trademark, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you did tell me that. Yeah. So as I'm getting all this information from you and like you're pretty much, again, being the cheerleader.
Yeah.
I just felt like, okay, I can take B. You were just giving me so much information. So I was like, I started thinking like, maybe my friend's not interested. Maybe she kind of feels bad. Like she doesn't.
She feels like obligated because she feels bad.
That's how I took it, And I was like, maybe I'm pushing her. Maybe it's not something that she really wants to do. So I was like, okay, let me go talk to her. Well, I didn't really talk to her in the way, because I should have just confronted her, to be honest, and tell her like, hey, I just feel like you're not taking it seriously.
Yeah. Do you really want to do this? Let me know.
I should have done that. I didn't do that. I told her, hey, check it out. I don't remember what I said. I think I said, I still want you part of the show as a guest. I'm just going to, I wish I remember what I said.
Yeah. Basically just told her like,
that I was gonna do it with you because you had already done the you were working on it and I wasn't even asking you to work on it. Like you were already helping on the
I was like, let me jump in here.
Yeah, she was over here like really like you guys should see the intro the intro I came up with. We're probably right here. We got family mom, veggie, champion noodles. It's so sad. No, it was cute.
It was cute. I'm gonna say that. No, I'm not even lying, because the reason why I say it's cute is because, like, the moment I told her use this program, she did it immediately and like already created something. I didn't even know that program did animation, so I was like,
she's being too sweet. You guys are gonna laugh when you see it. If you guys are listening to it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, take a minute and just look it up really quick.
On YouTube, yeah.
It looked like an elementary project. But she pretty much took the idea. It's like, I got you, babe. Boom. And she, as you guys can see the intro, she made the title of the show.
Yeah.
And she was actually the one that helped me came up with the name of it too. Chillin' and Chismeando. Why not? We're always chilling. We wanted it to be like going to a carne asada or just hanging out with your girlfriends or hanging out with the homies or going, when your man goes to like the lowrider shows or car clubs. Yeah. It's really just chilling and chismeando. Like, what you been up to? Da, da, da. So that's why the name came up. Well, that's why she came up with the name, because I want to say, like, you really helped me with the name.
Yeah, we were definitely going back and forth. We're like, no, yes, maybe so. I don't know. And then... yeah, we got it.
Yeah, so when that had happened, I pretty much told my friend, because I really did feel like I pushed her, I obligated her, so I didn't want her to feel like she was forced to do it with me. Now, I kind of think that I hurt her feelings, but at that moment, I wasn't thinking about feelings. I was thinking about, like, I'm emotionally not okay. I'm not mentally okay. I need to get this going because it's going to help me feel better.
Right. Yeah.
And so that... when I finally sat there and realized that, I was like, damn, maybe I did hurt her feelings. I have no idea, until we went to girls' night on Dave and Buster's. We got drunk and she called, she's
bitch.
She was like, bitch, you started this podcast without me, you little, right.
Yeah,
And-
taste these frijoles. No, just kidding. Yeah.
And when she said that to me, I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, oh my God, I really did hurt her. I think I did hurt her feelings, and that was not my intent whatsoever. I needed it for me. I didn't want to wait for anybody. And again, like, that's still my girl. I hope she's not holding any
Resentment. Yeah.
Knowing her, she seems like she's over it. But again, I can't speak for her,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
Eventually, when she comes on here, she'll tell her truth, and we can really be chismeando.
We can really hash it out. And whenever, and I'm new to the group, right? And so, whenever it got back to me that, you know, she did feel some type of way, you know, the way that it was brought back to me. And I immediately felt bad because I'm like, I'm not trying to, like, you know, step on anybody or anything like that. But, you know, I am glad that it, you know, ended up, you know, with me. I'm just kidding. But honestly, like, I mean, I enjoy doing this. It's really fun. I look forward to it. And it's like something that we created. I think we have a good name. I like, you know, I like everything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't hear about the Chisme until after girls' night, so I didn't even know all of that was like going on.
Again, mind you, I hadn't at that moment. I didn't realize I hurt anybody's feelings. I was just kind of trying to get it going. Again, I didn't realize it until you know, things were being said and this and that. But yeah, how did you feel when you heard that? Like,
yeah, the way that it was brought to me, it was more of like, you know, it was her idea with yours, and she did half of the work and kind of put in her input and came up with things too. And she felt like she left out of town and came back and was replaced. Yeah. And that's how I took it, not directly from that person. So I don't know. I don't know either how she really felt. I don't know if, you know how whenever Chisme goes around the mill,
they
add a little
hearsay
salsa.
and it's like, baby.
So nothing is ever like, I it's all about how she truly feels. Right. We don't really know.
No, I don't. Yeah. But just hearing that comment, I realized right there, and then I was like, damn, I hurt her feelings. Yeah. There was no point of me talking to her at that moment because we were both intoxicated.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, so I know eventually we'll have this conversation. Again, I wasn't there to hurt your feelings, baby. Nothing against you. It's just that I really needed to get this forward. For me, you know, and
no hard feelings.
No, and it honestly, it turned out great because, you know, I did, like, I put all the work in the mics and this and that, and then you were just the cherry on top because I didn't have a camera. You did. You had the lighting, like it just smashed together.
Program.
Yeah. The laptop, I don't think I even had a laptop during that time. You took all control of it. So
we matched. I feel like we were a puzzle because I don't have the podcast equipment. You know what I mean? So it just kind of like, it made sense, I feel like. So you know. So again, I can't wait until we bring another mic and bring her in it, just so we can get her side. So that should be interesting because one, we're gonna hash it out. Yeah. Two, that's more Chisme for y'all. Stay tuned. That's scheduled for January 16th.
We get that other mic. And yeah, just to see, like, but it's crazy how that game will play, like the hearsay, you know. And
we should definitely talk about that one episode of telephone. You know what I mean? The art of telephone.
Oh, I hate telephone.
Yeah,
I really do.
Same.
It's a horrible.
And then sometimes it's not done on purpose. Sometimes it's just how they interpret how other people feel, and then how they explain it. And it goes on to a whole thing. So, but yeah, I hope that, you know, hopefully you know, there's no hard feels. And
no, I feel like I know her so well that she's not gonna hold a grudge. Yeah. She's very
she's a cool person.
She's a sweet person.
She's a super cool person.
I call her my little sour patch because she's sweet and then she's sour when she needs to be. You know, like, come at me.
No, I love her so much. Like when I first started going around, when we had girls' night and we started off small.
How was that? Like, how did you and how did y'all
start?
Yeah, because I know you were hanging out with the girls when I took off, but how did
it was happen? The main thing was my sister-in-law. She's the one that was like, I want to have girls' night again, and so she started bringing me around, and I'm like, okay, and we kind of started small because I was new, so I don't know the dynamics. I didn't know, you know what I mean, and nobody was really telling me like, oh, this girl's this nothing. No, and I never. So I came in blind.
Okay.
And then so she started off, okay, let's have girls' night. She said that she would invite like more friends, and I was like, okay, cool. And so we started having our own girls' night, and it was just like the three of us, and it was like that for a good while, and it was fun. Like I just had a good time. Like there was no like. We just picked a place. We met up. I think the first time we went anywhere, honestly, I think it was like at Lips.
Oh,
it was fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so my sister-in-law threw a party for her daughter or her son. I forgot which one it was.
Okay.
But that's when we started the planning. And then we went to Lips, which was like a drag show.
Is that the one you guys wear wigs?
Yes.
I saw pictures. Homegirl had posted pictures of you guys wearing wigs, and I was like, oh, that looks fun.
I had a blast. I would go again. The food was delicious.
Good.
It's expensive. So get ready to spend money. But I loved it. And so after that was like, okay, what are we doing next month? And what are we doing next month? And that's how it kind of continued on. So
that's how you met her.
Yeah, and she was just like, she had like this is how I knew I was gonna get along with her. When we went to go pregame, or we met up at my mother-in-law's house to meet with all the girls, and she brought her own little cooler full of drinks.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
I was like, pour it up. And she went all out too.
Yeah.
Got the wig.
Yeah.
Like
she's down to do anything.
Time.
Yeah, she is really down to do anything, and that's what makes her like. That's why I love kicking it with her, because she knows how to party. Yeah. She loves to have a good time, and she will be down for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And I love when she starts singing.
Oh, I know.
That's how I know it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Like she starts doing gritos and everything.
I'm like, girl, you better stop.
Oh, she makes me think like, damn. Makes me want to sing, and I'm not that.
I don't know. And I'm not. No. And I should not sing. No,
but she's out here like making you want to. Like, I'm like, give me that mic.
No, but it's like if you see me with the mic, please slap it out of my hands. There's nothing that'll come out of it.
I'm gonna just do you a favor really quick.
But I want to.
No, but she's making it. She just has that power of like,
she'll make you want to sing.
Yeah. I want to sing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I'm Mariah Carey. But yeah,
that's cool. I'm glad that you guys really, got spent that time together and
bonded.
Yeah. But that's the chisme for that, guys. I know we got a little bit more into that. I just wanted to go ahead, and I can't wait to bring her in, because now she's going to be over here like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's, where's my mic at? But it was cool. It was cool.
So I know that you are going to Texas.
Yes.
I don't know why, guys. I just feel like I've been like so attached to you. So you going... Not that, you're going to go see your family and everything, but I'm always here like texting her and everything like, hey, what are you doing on this? Or what's going on this? Or when she does my lashes, because now she's officially like doing my lashes.
Yeah.
It made me laugh, because you know how there was one episode where you're like, I'm going to do your lashes forever. And I was like, yeah, you know what? When I'm in my casket, you better fix that little wing.
I'm be like, oh, they fucked you up, girl.
You've ever seen those TikTok videos where they're like, girl, let me tell you, your baby daddy's here.
With another girl.
With the audacity.
And then Yaya's going to be like,
where? Like, don't worry, I'm going to fix you up really quick, because he's got to make sure you look fine, even when you. So that made me laugh. I was like,
yeah.
You would be
She's
in
my
there
girl
like...
forever. No, for real. I'm not even lying. Like, I say that, but that's serious.
So, B, with that being said, you're taking off. I hope you and Saul will have a great time.
Thank you.
I won't see you Christmas time.
Yeah.
Again, guys, we are taking a break.
Yes.
This episode is probably going to be shorter than normal episodes. But with that being said, I bought you a gift.
No way.
Yes, I did. I didn't know what to get you. I really didn't. I don't want you to feel like... Don't expect to give me anything back, because you always get my lashes, and I appreciate that so much. But I didn't know what to get you. I was panicking. I was like, damn, what do you give someone that like... I was freaking out. But I hope you like it.
You better stop it.
It has to do with the podcast.
Okay.
So,
oh my God.
I'm excited for you to open it.
It better not be editing for dummies.
No.
Yeah. There's another episode of gifts. I love this podcast.
I know.
I'm never gonna quit.
Oh, she loves the gifts.
I know, right?
Look at her open it. Just the excitement of it.
OMG. What is
Okay,
this?
open it. Oh, yes. So I got you.
You okay?
Oh, my baby. So I got you your own headphones, but I got this because it reminded me of Diosa.
My pink
Yeah,
room.
so I was thinking that maybe we can put the little logo on Diosa on here.
Yeah, why?
And what do you mean? You made this happen with me. I could not have you take off to Texas and not give you a gift. Isn't that pretty? Tell me that's all you. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So I'm thinking like we could probably put your logo on there and you can represent your beauty brand, because I feel like you're gonna make it come true. Oh, don't get emotional,
You're so.
Oh. I just felt like that was you.
This is so sweet.
Oh, I'm so glad you loved. Okay, we're good.
Sorry, guys. I have to take a break. I'm over here like bawling my eyes out. Like, this is so sweet. You did not really have to do that.
I guess I did. You honestly carried this podcast with me, and it's so her, guys. It's so
It's
her.
so me,
They're
for
pink,
real.
pink headphones, and we were just talking about it. We're gonna figure out how to put her logo of Diosa Beauty.
Diosa Booty. Oh well, I don't know. Maybe Diosa Beauty Club. Oh my God, I love this. Thank you so much.
Of course. So hopefully when we come back, you'll be rocking them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're ready to start. Look at, she's all motivated.
I know,
Her face
right?
is
Now,
like,
how do we
let's
get this pink? I'm just kidding.
right, we're gonna end up like decking yours out. Like
It's gonna be all girled out.
it's gonna say B all over it, so
Yep.
everybody knows like that's my style.
I'll just put lashes all over it. This will be like fluffy.
But I just want to tell you, thank you so much. You started it with me. I want to end it with you. Guys, this is pretty much like season 1, because season 2, we're going to get back in it.
Yes.
We have more Chisme. We're going to really get it fired up.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm really, really am. So I bought it for you because I really do appreciate you, your friendship, your time, she's like my lash
Therapist.
Yeah, like everything.
Partner.
So I'm glad you loved it, because I was panicking like, oh, I don't know.
This is the best gift ever. Thank
God,
you
that's
so
good.
much. I
I'm
really
happy.
appreciate it.
So, so now that that's over, she really had a moment, guys. We
I
had to get
know.
off camera. I'm like, things were falling apart.
I know. Right? Oh, it was a real earthquake.
Do we have any hot topics? Or do we...
Just a little quick follow-up on the hot topic, Daddy Yankee.
Really?
I remember last episode you talked about, or was it the episode before? You talked about how he was turning into
A God-loving man?
Yeah, a man of God. So, and I had asked, I remember I was like, what's his government name? Is he going to go by his government name since he's going to do the change? And I saw a post and I sent it to you on Instagram, and it was like, his government, he doesn't want to be referred to as Daddy Yankee anymore. He wants to be referred as Ramon Ayala. I'm like, well, that's his real name.
Oh.
Isn't that like a...
Guys, let me just tell you, B will send me the most random things. Like, I will be hitting her up with some crisis news.
Like real...
Yeah. And she's like, babe, I'm with you, da-da-da-da. And then like 5 minutes later, oh, by the way,
Daddy Yankee.
Daddy's Yankees. Ramon.
It's because we're talking about it. I'm like, and it would show up on my feed. I'm like,
gosh.
oh, send it to you. I got right now.
But it's like, we'll have like 3 different conversations.
Yeah.
Through text messages.
Whether it's live, this podcast, or random.
Oh,
random
yeah.
stuff.
So, I just think she's so random sometimes. And it made me laugh so hard. I was like, she really just sent me this. This was like last news.
She's all like, thank you for the update. I'm like, got you. I got you.
Oh my gosh. So I just thought that was so funny because it did make my day. I was like, damn, that's so random. Oh, I told you that. That's hella random.
I know,
like,
right? I'm like, proceed with your life. Oh my god.
Is that all on
the hot topics? I remember Sound Guy brought it up. The Chargers. What happened, San Diego?
Ooh.
No, just kidding. I know that they moved and they're now where are they at now? LA.
Sound guy, do you want to put some 2 cents on that? Like, what happened? I heard it was.
I don't know it was crazy because when that game was on, I had a lot of questions.
Brandon Staley was already on thin ice. Yeah, the Raiders came in and just embarrassed us.
What's the score? What was the score?
It was like 60 something to 20.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
we
that's
had the lead
horrible.
in the beginning, and then we just got destroyed. So yeah,
And by the Raiders.
By the Raiders.
The worst team to be looked, because we already have beef with the Raiders, so it's just like
Yeah, it's always like a team against. And my boyfriend, he shed some light on some like history, and I was like, who's the underdog? Who's typically the underdog? And he said, well, no, like Chargers for a good while had a good winning streak, and the Raiders won here and there, and it's a big thing, blah blah blah. But then like the next day we saw the game, and he was like, babe, this has never happened before. Oh my god, this has never. I'm like, what is it? It's like 0 to whatever the score was, and it was like third. What is it?
60 something. That's embarrassing. I don't think I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then I was telling my boyfriend, he's fired. The head coach is fired. He's
Did
fired.
they fire him?
They did.
They fired him. Like he's.
Yeah,
And
we have another coach. Apparently, he's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
But, I can't even remember his name.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And what's the other guy? Because another guy got fired, but he was the one that was when the Chargers was here in San Diego. There was another gentleman. I forgot what his role was, but he had to do with like that worked alongside the head coach or something. But he also got fired as well. And so that's crazy. And then I was reading the comments, and people were like, the Chargers are not San Diego anymore, so it has nothing to do with us.
Oh, I mean,
I was
it's
like,
true.
damn. I know, right? Oh, now that they're
shaking
losing.
his head no.
So I stole my boyfriend's Charger sweatshirt. So I'm like, is it okay to wear this out right now? He's all like, stop.
You need to stop. His feelings are hurt. Like, don't talk to me about it.
He's mad. He's like, wow, that's crazy.
And then I don't know if we want to talk about the Puerto Rican / like, I don't know what sound guy was saying that there was a.
Okay, so apparently there's a guy from Florida. They always call this Florida man. He took a jet ski and took it over to Cuba, and apparently when he landed, he wanted to stage a revolt, say let's go against the government, and everyone just looked at him like,
sounds like a Florida man.
Yeah.
Who the hell is this guy? He was Cuban.
Yeah.
But racist.
He was Cuban American.
Yeah, so they just looked at him like, dude, this guy's crazy, and they called the cops on him, and yeah, I think he's in jail right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would kind of look
Very
at
Florida.
Him. Yeah, I was just like, imagine you're in your country, minding your own business. All of a sudden, a psycho comes in, like, let's take over government. Like, what?
The heat must have got to him when he was making his trek.
He was dehydrated.
Yeah, he was very highly dehydrated.
But,
Wow.
I think that's an interesting story. Who knows? Maybe we'll look up to see how long he stays in there. But all right, guys. Well, this is it for episode 8. Thank you for joining us on Chillin' and
Chismeando. We'll see you next time.
See ya.